Their pronouns are chunky and
You should
salsa.
just start the whole podcast over at this point.
Cut it.
Yes.
My penis is
and-
traumatized, okay?
Well, it's like when you're getting
It's
into
been
that
ever
hot...
since those doctors did that thing to it that I don't even like to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, let's not talk about that. Especially in the first, like, opening of our podcast. I mean, like, it's,
Well, I mean, it
What?
happened to me at the opening of my life, so I feel like it's, appropriate.
Yeah, it's medical. It's a medical thing.
and it was monetized.
It was
Hey.
monetized. I probably was at least one car
Advertiser
payment
friendly.
or two. I helped one or two car payments for a Mercedes Benz back in the
Yep.
day, and that's pretty exciting.
Yep. Good job.
Or it could be a Mercedes Benz. You don't know.
Yeah. They sold it. They sold your foreskin on the black market because people drink foreskin tea. I just made that up.
Wow.
I made that up. But
I bet
go
they
with it.
do. I mean, it's
yeah.
probably true, though. We're going to run with it.
I
Don't
mean,
run with the
isn't that-
foreskin tea, though, because it's too expensive and you don't want to spill it. You want to get every drop of that foreskin tea if you have a chance to drink it.
Yes. Yes.
It's,
walk carefully.
It's known for its regenerative qualities. It balances your chi. You got a little bit too much yang. I heard it.
Where do you think all that
actually makes
collagen
that
comes
worse.
from?
But if you have too much yin, it's great. That's
Yeah.
preferred.
Oh yeah.
It's also where they get IVF treatment from. You know, it's just a really valuable source of stem cells and
Oh yeah.
yeah, creatine and very high in micronutrients and yeah. Can we just cut this whole part from?
Nope. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
No.
It's staying in. It's
Just
staying
more
in, brother.
embarrassed and more fun that way.
I'm not
Oh,
cutting
no, I'm just-
shit.
No, I'm just saying like.
Exactly. No cutting. That's the whole point, man. That's all we're trying to say.
Hey, no, yeah,
No
exactly.
Okay.
You know
If
what
you're
I'm
looking,
saying?
if
That's
you're
all
looking
we're
for a
trying to
better
say.
name for this thing, it should be No Shame for Old Men.
No cutting. Oh, no shame for old men. Yes, or no cutting. No, I like yours better.
No cutting.
Yeah.
No cutting corners or tips.
Mm.
Oh no, I think we're
Tips
really saying no
accepted.
tax on tips, right?
No tax
No.
on tips. Oh, that's good. That's relevant. How topical of you. That's good. Okay.
Don't tax my tip.
Yeah.
No
We're for
tips stack.
uncircumcised wages.
Uncircumcised wages. Wow. Very
That's
cool.
an even
Very cool. I
better
like it.
title. Yeah. Uncircumcised wages.
Yes. I mean, just by calling it that, get people to watch it just to make
Yeah.
sure we're not doing anything against YouTube rules, right? So we're gonna have some people
Well, that's-
checking it out. That's
I'm
That's
sure
perfect.
we broke YouTube
So if you're
rules.
here
I'm sure
right
we
now-
did something wrong there. I mean,
yeah.
Give us a
I
live
don't know. That's
follow.
what shame has taught me. I'm
Yep.
always doing something wrong, whether I know it or not.
Oh, Seamus from the Timmy Cast and the cartoon.
Yeah, him too. That guy
Oh.
who always likes to shame us. He totally is living up to his namesake.
I like his cartoons.
Famous.
And he's
funny.
a Catholic too. So
That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
that's
like him.
funny.
Yeah.
Catholics are hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean,
With their goofy beliefs and shit. Like, God,
Oh,
yeah.
I was walking by campus, and then there's this little
With
Catholic
Goofy beliefs
pla-
like God.
there's a Catholic place right off campus, and I was like, oh, it's so cute. Middle-aged men in robes taking it seriously.
Oh, they
They got
love
their
that.
beads and shit.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was- It was fucking cute.
Yeah. That's adorable.
Yeah.
Well, They're going to heaven, so, whatever. That's fine.
They're going to special heaven,
Special
Catholic heaven, which is pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool.
Exactly.
It's a subsect of heaven. That's very. It's got a lot of sense to it. There's a lot of subsets of heaven that are much more feel more clean, but Catholic heaven has got
Yeah.
more of got a real aura, and
Yeah.
it's got a lot of
That little
those-
boy vibe. That little
Yeah,
boy
there's a
smell.
little bit of that. That's unfortunate
But
that
they-
that's
but-
still
yeah.
there.
but
You'd
they
think
can
that
see
would be
Mormon heaven
relegated
from
to the
there.
downstairs part.
Yeah,
Catholic
yeah,
hell.
yeah.
But
Fuck it.
Where Islamic heaven isn't anywhere around. I think it's over the corner there. Oh, one of the funny things I saw recently was
over
don't
the
die a
corner.
virgin. Don't die a virgin. There's some terrorist waiting for you.
Oh.
I was like, ooh.
Oh.
I wonder
that's-
if Islam pretty much has to kind of go with war with the world right now, just because the supply of virgins has to be like
Oh.
really just. It's more than the demand, like I would say there's just less available. You have to go. You have to really bend the age of consent laws a lot now to get away with it, and that's becoming less and less appropriate in the modern world. And I'm just going to
Yeah.
say that out
But-
loud.
But
Yes.
I mean, it's like, but you're you're talking about having sex in a non-corporeal realm. So does age of a body vessel matter? Why am I even talking right now?
Hello, YouTube. We are just talking about hypotheticals. Yes, not. Anyways, yeah. Good job.
As
I
long
mean,
as we
I'm
don't draw
just saying we don't
pictures,
even
we
know
should be
like
fine.
what this like heaven like space is and whatever.
Yeah. No, you know what? I mean, think about it like realistically though. Back in the day, like 1,000 years ago, realistically, let's be serious for a fucking second.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The way
We'll
to
use
get
all of our
people
factual information.
to believe in that shit was to say like, and apparently virgins were like a thing that was like, oh yeah, you get 72 virgins, like, oh, that's the cream of the crop. That's like the pinnacle of everything you ever wanted. That was the way to get people to like go along with it. I mean, not like you get heaven, which has like everything you want, blah, 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 keeping it generic. It was like, no, specifically, you get 72 fucking virgins. It's like, that's fucking crazy. But now we're demonetized. Yep. No, just kidding.
It's a lot of virgins. I mean, eternity, though, if you think about it, it seems like a lot, right?
Yeah,
But if you're
Yeah.
talking about eternity,
that's true.
it's actually not very many at all. It's like
Yeah.
barely any virgins. It's like the smallest possible supply
Yeah.
you could have for eternity.
Yeah.
Like, you're probably waiting to crack one of those open until like fucking, 5,000 years down the line, just because you want to keep that novelty going.
Yeah. True.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would do that at least if it
Yeah.
turns out that's the afterlife.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, you gotta save
Oh
them.
yeah. Well, it's like I mean, but like but imagine for some of these people who were virgins before they did it, and imagine it's like depending on how good your deed was, you're just like a collector, and you just like, hey, no, they lose all their value once they get out of the box. No, I like that clean, that uninterrupted out of the box feel. So maybe it's just
In the box
one
field.
virgin with 72 other virgins, and he just sits there, letting them
So it's 71 and then one that just gets just
I mean, that's
fucked.
a technicality, but
Yeah,
at this point, I think
yeah.
I mean, well, it's
That
all
that poor one.
hypothetical.
Yeah, that poor one. Well, and if you
Me?
multiply, yep, go ahead.
But do they,
I was
but at
just
that point,
gonna
if they're
say,
I mean, but do they trade them at that point? Are they like, I don't know. That's where I don't like understand religion as much.
Yeah.
Like where are the
I don't think you
rules?
trade them. I don't think it's like magic cards or anything, Like, I don't
Yeah,
think it's like that, but
mint
could be.
condition.
I mean-
yeah.
gotta
I
catch
mean,
them all,
maybe-
kind of
maybe-
Pokemon.
That's so
Pokemon, go to the holes. But what I was gonna say is,
yes, serious.
so say
And we
that,
wonder why we don't have people watch this.
Oh no, this is
is
perfect.
gonna make people watch it.
This
We're
is-
finally-
this is
we finally
gold.
figured it out. We're getting.
I
in
don't
our
know.
groove.
This is we got to go controversial. Let's go.
You have to get known,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then we'll be like, oh, we're really sorry for how we
Yeah.
were, and we're gonna change our behavior now, because
Yeah.
now you're watching us and we have an audience. So
Yeah.
as long as you give us money or whatever, we'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
better for you. But
Well,
up until that point, we don't have to do shit right. So
yeah.
we gotta test out, see where we can go. And my worry about getting demonetized on this platform right now is pretty small on my my list. But what I was thinking, what if there was this Islamic dude that he kept reincarnating, as an Islamic dude, and he would always go for like the 72, right? So maybe he does have like entire stable. Maybe he only has one each time in the interregnum.
Oh.
And he's got them up on the walls, like pop. What are those things called? The things that nerds buy and put them on
Funko
their
Pop,
walls.
Funko Pops, Funko Pops,
Funko
yeah.
Pops.
Well,
Like he's got virgins, like Funko Pops, all across his heaven, like
I
just
think-
in
but-
their original packaging.
But see, at the
all
same
wrapped
time,
up,
is
you
that
know?
he took a couple slices at some other ones so he could get some, so it's like, okay, he has all of them, but then he's got a spot in heaven, and then he has a vacation home in Shangri-La, because it's just like you get around to these other religions, and then like, yeah, and then what's the one with the really, anyway, there's a whole bunch of people who
The
talk
elephant?
about, yeah, I was gonna get esoteric, but it's a
Do
lot of
it.
people have a lot of stupid beliefs,
How dare you?
that I was gonna go make fun of.
Do it.
So
Do
I'm
it,
just gonna
pussy.
I'm just gonna go say, consider yourself insulted.
In my head, you are insulted, motherfucker. I had some things to
just-
say.
Some straight fire. It was about
Yeah.
to pour straight from the air, right out
Yep.
of my mouth at the screen, and you were about to hear it, and you were about to be.
You got you got the
Shook.
completely, you got the unfiltered, unspecific version of it.
Yeah.
Pure hatred.
Watch
You
out
feel
for
that?
Troy. Yeah.
You feel that? It's coming at you.
Oh, you got the fire. Oh my God, it's offensive,
It's going
Troy.
well tonight. It must be a Gemini moon now, or is it still Taurus moon?
And here I have this Aries energy flowing
It's
to
definitely-
you, red and hot
Ooh.
from an Aries.
It's red and hot.
That's a good NPR voice. That was a really good NPR voice. Yes, Troy. Welcome to
And now-
Astro Bros.
I'm not just in your PR.
I'm in your NPR. Well, you gotta do the mouth like. So, welcome to NPR, and breathe into the fucking
Yes.
microphone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming to Astro Bros.
that was good.
We have things for those people who knows the things.
Welcome to
We go
Neutered
and we
Pussy
speak
Radio.
in-
We're showing you a lot of good things here.
Neutered Pussy Radio. That's perfect. That is now what it will be called in my mind forever. Yeah. So, boys, Astro Bros.
This show is for people whose dicks are as big as clips. Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, that's very well said, Troy. Very well said. Yeah. So, welcome. But the Biden administration is. I'm gonna suck their dick because that's all we talk about is how great the Biden administration is, and NPR is not biased at all. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really glad that you are willing to stand up for the Biden administration, but what you should realize is it's now the Kamala
Oh,
administration, and you were
Excuse
not
me.
really projecting
It's
the joy
Harris.
that we'd like
It's
to
Harris.
see in
Give her
this
the respect she
campaign
deserves.
right
Yes.
now. She
Yes.
deserves respect.
yes. The Harris and Walls.
Don't pronounce
Walls.
it hairy ass.
Harry Balls.
Harry Balls.
Yes. Harry Balls administration. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose.
It
They're gonna
seems
lose.
pretty
They're
bad for
gonna
them. I'm
lose.
going to be honest. We're not talking about politics that much, but I'm going to do it right now because fuck it. It does not look good.
It
It
does.
no
I-
longer
I-
looks good. The joy is gone.
I have to say to anybody who's actually paying attention to like the interview she's done in the last 2 weeks is just kind of like they're objectively terrible interviews, and it's like now to the point where it's like she can't even hold up the torch of the Democratic Party even the way that Joe Biden did a few months ago.
Nope.
And it's like as far as I can tell that she's just really breaking the illusion, and it's just kind of like it's really surprising. I'm just really interested because politics for me is the most fascinating thing, is just how do people make up their minds, and these are always like forces people to make a decision, not like less so about the election, but they have to make a decision about what is true about reality. And so that's really the whole thing over the last few years is as people went into this decision making cycle and they're going, okay, I have this group of people saying this and this group of people saying this, and how do you filter out what is true? How do you find your place in the world? How do you fit into your society around you? And most people, just went with the herd. They were in with a group of people and then they kept going with that group of people. And it's just like, and for me, maybe I'm just biased, but for the most part, it's been the woke left people who are the ones who cancel people and cancel their own for wrongthink, so that you have more of the free-minded thinking people end up just being more libertarian-minded in the small L sense. And now you're having people who care more about freedom, being able to find that common ground and realize how important it is right now with all this crazy stuff, that just basic communication, basic First Amendment rights are like super important for anything else to happen, and it's just the ability for people to connect is everything. And yeah, and it is really interesting just right now with like anybody who's actually paying attention. Most people have already made up their minds, so it's so as far as I can tell, the only people who haven't made up their minds yet are in this last few weeks are really getting swayed away from Kamala and her very inauthentic stuff. I mean, just look at the Catholic dinner thing. Trump showed up and she didn't. She sent in this weird cringy thing, and I didn't even realize that like the superstar lady. I was like, whatever. And it's like they have two women who are older than me. I'm almost middle age, and it's just like they're making a reference that only the people who are already voting for her are doing, and that the person they brought up is a caricature of a Catholic person. So it's like they her whole thing was mocking Catholic people subtly, and then being like ha 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 ha, and it's like they don't even know how they're coming off. It's just like it was so rehearsed, it was so cringy, and I get that obviously
it was an unforced error. It was an error not to go, in a big way.
Oh,
for sure. She pissed off a bunch of Catholics. I think it has bigger impact than she thinks it's going to. I think she lost, at the margins, some voters from it. And I think she's been doing that basically every step that she's taken over the last 2 weeks. They really shouldn't have sent her out on the campaign trail that much or onto interviews, because it's not good. I heard that she wants to be on what's it called, Joe Rogan, but I don't really think she could last more than half an hour on Joe Rogan.
No,
and I think that Trump is going to be on.
Yeah,
if she was on for 20 minutes, it would basically all fall apart, and she'd try to end it. She could try to put on her facade about that long, but that's about as much as she has rehearsed talking points. She could not last a 90-minute interview having a real conversation, because everything she doesn't know how to have a real conversation as far as anything I've seen in the public.
Yeah, the issue that I have with the people that are really for her right now is she is if she's that bad at just doing an interview with Brett Baer or whatever, how is she gonna do when she's trying to project American power in rooms with people that don't give a shit about her? They don't give a shit about what her point of view is, or how woke she is, or how well she memorized her talking points, when she's actually in hard conversations with other leaders that are actually literally good at their job. Some of them are really ruthless and will do everything they can to get the better of us. She's not going to do good in those rooms, and that's I feel like the thing that people are not seeing, and that's it blows my mind a little bit, because people don't even think of the president as the executive office anymore. It's just oh, that's just the party will take care of it. The party, we'll just send this lady up, and don't worry, the party will take care of it. It's fine. You don't really need one. You don't really need a a leader, an executive, so to
Yeah.
speak. And that's
Gee.
bad. I don't like it.
It's very bad.
And people are doing that. I mean, because they see it as a tribal thing, and they're tapping into people's tribal behavior, and it's like, so they're using a lot of words that invict feelings, and because a lot of people, when you're emotionally driven, you're mainly thinking tribally because you're thinking about survival. So you're thinking about what gets me my needs met, and what usually gets your needs met is you being in a community of people who accept you in that community. So if you don't have a community, you don't have people to exchange goods and services for, then you can't get your needs met in a physiological sense, but then also like in a social sense, we have needs as well. And so those fears to get those needs met is always something we're overcoming in order to be more rational, logical, divine beings, of having more morality and taking things into account and not just acting with our own personal short-term interests in mind.
Yeah.
And the problem is that like so much of politics has always been to basically get people to be really emotionally reactive, and then they can easily sway them one way or another. And that's like, and so when you saw from the people who are orchestrating the Democratic campaign, it was like, oh, JD Vance is weird. Weird. Oh, and then they're like, joy. And then
Kamala
it's
is
just
Brad. Kamala is Brad.
and so it's like literally like they're trying to push the meme, but act like they're not pushing the meme. Where it's like Trump is like, hey, I'm gonna be the meme. I'm gonna go fucking dish fries up at fucking McDonald's. Why? Just to say he fucking could.
He's doing it directly to troll her, though, because she said that she worked at a McDonald's, and there's very little evidence of that. So it's just about trolling her. That's all it is.
That's
it's
fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's
McDonald's has denied it
good
twice that Kamala has worked for them.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So it's like either they're like they're heavy Republican MAGA and they're lying about it.
No,
but it's like, but like
I think
also
so.
you'd think that there wouldn't be somebody in that company who would be for Kamala and find it and leak that or whatever. I'm just saying, like, it's like the whole thing is kind of stupid, but at the same time is like, it's stupid that it's even a thing, and it's stupid that anyway.
It's stupid that she would lie about it. It's like basically she was like, oh, what's the most worthless job that I could say for street cred? And she was like, oh, McDonald's worker. And that's what came out of her mouth. She's like, oh, I was a McDonald's worker. So she just made up a lie, didn't ever think she'd have to defend it, probably never thought she'd be in this position. And now she's stuck, with all the shit that she said.
But the fact that Trump trolled her is even better.
I worked at McDonald's for a couple months, but I don't know how I would go about proving that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can understand that to a degree, but
they believe you, Troy.
Well, nobody fucking believes me about anything, bro.
I just don't believe Kamala. I would believe you though if you said it though.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying. That wasn't meant to be a rip.
Well, she should have said like KFC or something. Like what? If she's she's black and all. Okay, I'm gonna cut this and. Shit, McDonald's.
You see all of our faces just like.
Yeah. Oh no, Nick, bad Nick.
It's
no, but really.
Heard what you said.
Have you ever seen the thing where they're like, this dog just got caught in a sex scandal, and it's all these faces of dogs really sad.
Oh yeah.
And I love that meme. Yep. It's very difficult to explain, but we all had that face when you started. That's
Oops. But no, I do love that Trump trolled her and just was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go make some fries at McDonald's." Like, it's like he didn't have to, but he fucking did. That's the funny part. Like, he didn't have to.
He had a busy day today. He was working hard today.
My favorite.
He's actually running
line is when he was just like, "Oh, look, they don't even touch human hands. That's nice." And I was just like, "Wow, he really does. He's never done this before."
He's
and
more
then
of
at
an
the
end
same time,
user.
he's like, "Hey, can I give this to the fake news?" He has one to a reporter.
I'm sorry, but for being that old, like he still is a little bit sharp. I mean, that's pretty funny.
Oh, he's
Like
sharp.
that was him. That wasn't someone telling him what to say. That was just him.
The
So,
weave story on the Andrew Schultz thing was like
oh.
fucking funny as hell, man. That was good, you know.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
that I mean, anybody that's been watching any of that stuff that maybe thought that he was only like all the bad things that have been said have seen that it's actually a person, you know, like
Yeah.
that have been watching it, that is actually a real person. It was like, I remember in 2016, the reason somebody got in so much trouble, it was like one of the Late Show guys and Jimmy Fallon, I think. And he
Yep.
like invited him on and had an interview with him and like tousled his hair or something. And it was like a very human interview. And he was attacked by the media for like months after that for basically humanizing Trump, like during 2016.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha.
Well,
And it was
and
crazy.
and the whole time is like he's like, "Hey, can I touch your hair?" And he's like, "I'd rather you not, but I
Yeah,
guess you
he's like,
can."
no, no, thank you.
And
It's
he-
real.
and he- but it's like literally, it's like, "Hey, I'm gonna do something to annoy you," and then like he literally annoyed Trump. The and then everybody was just like, "How dare you?"
Yeah, yeah. You
It's
can't
just
win.
like, I
No.
mean, it's
I thought it was funny.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
pretty funny back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure he was annoyed by that because it takes a lot of work to make that hair do what it does, I think, you know? I mean, if we're being
Oh, yeah.
honest, that's it might be his real hair, but they're certainly making it do some gymnastics to like
Yeah.
stay in that kind of position on his head.
Oh god, yeah. Oh god, yeah.
It's the most epic comb over in the history of
Yeah,
all humanity.
it
I'm
is.
pretty sure.
It is. And the dye job is interesting. Interesting choice of color, but it works. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. I mean, the guy, I mean, I can't even hate on the guy because it's like, again, he's fucking, what, 79 or some shit, and he's fucking just. He's a goofball at heart. That's the thing. Like he's a Gemini at heart, but he has this like Leo fucking outer veneer where he's like, I'm fucking Trump. I'm the best. I've got gold toilets. But it's like inside,
it's totally the
inside he's just a fucking goofball. Like he's just like he's just a little trickster, fucking funny guy. Like he just likes to fuck around, and like I kind of respect it because it's like he's sharp. He's fucking sharp for especially for that age, but even for someone half his age, he's fucking sharp. He's on. He's fucking with it with like the culture and trends and shit. And that's probably the Uranus conjunct his sun, but it's like it's fucking. He's
Yeah.
on it.
Well,
So
and also his son, Barron, is been given a lot of credit for him like this time around of when he's running for president actually getting on. Well, because it's like him being on Theo Vaughn, Patrick Bet David, and all these other like podcasts. He's
Schultz,
getting
yeah,
way, yeah, he's getting way more reach than he would from doing another CNN debate
Yeah,
or
yeah.
interview.
oh yeah,
You know, all that stuff is just going to be cut, manipulated, and spun. You know, instead of like throw him in a new environment to show that like he actually can have conversations with people.
yeah,
And it was like, and it was, I mean, it was interesting to see like in the last few weeks, Trump is like, I've seen interviews from him where it was just like, oh wow, this is like this is actually a conversation. Like he's not just repeating his talking lines over and over again. Only half the
yes.
time.
No, he does that. I mean, but that's part of politics, unfortunately. But yeah, no, but like that's what you're.
It's
One of
messaging.
you was. Yeah, it is. It is. You just repeat the. But like, well, I think Mike, you were saying like if you went on Joe Rogan or if Kamala went on Joe Rogan, or both of you guys were saying like she would crumble in like 10 minutes because that's a real conversation and she just can't handle that shit. She just needs to be fed fucking talking like questions that inspire talking points. She can't have a real conversation. It's like. That's insane. Like, I mean, even just as like a
She's
person,
gonna get worked up because the thing is,
Yeah.
is like she'll sit down and he'll be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Blah 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 blah, and it'll be nice and calm, and then it'll start to get into heated territory, and the tension will just raise and
Yeah.
raise, and it'll just be so obvious because it started out genuine, and you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it's just like there, and then anytime that she gets over the line and he's just like, whoa, and he tries to back it back down, it's just going to make her look worse.
Yeah.
And so like him just being a decent guy, trying to have a normal conversation without him even trying to pry into any of the intense subjects is going to make her look phony.
Yeah.
Because he's just too authentic, and he always tangents off of into any random subject, and she's not going to be ready for that.
No. She's not gonna go on that show. I would bet money that she won't. Like I know there's talk of it
Oh,
right now,
there's
but
no way. I think they were
yeah.
just shopping it to be like, yeah, we want you, but I think if she had the chance, she'd be like, no,
Yeah.
please don't.
Yeah.
At this point,
so-
she's probably like, please don't put me out there anymore. I'm
Yeah.
tired, coach.
Yeah.
Take me out.
Yeah. I
Pretty
hate
sure
this.
that's what's happening.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that completely. So, you know.
I mean, it is crazy. We're in a crazy situation where it's crazy how much stuff happened during Leo season and Virgo season, and now we're just kind of finally in kind of this period of calm and peace a little bit from all the stuff that was happening. And all these things are playing out kind of, but they're more tertiary. It doesn't seem like there's as much like heavy shit going on. Probably that will come back once we move into Scorpio season. The heavy stuff starts getting more direct when Mars and Pluto start getting closer to their opposition. So Mars is going to be in Cancer opposing Pluto in Capricorn, late Capricorn. It's going to be right before the election, so it's going to be heavy. I would say if you guys got a chance, you should vote early. You probably already have. I'm going to actually walk in and vote pretty soon.
Nice.
I think that there's a lot of expectation that there might be some crazy shit that happens actually on election day from astrologers that I've heard. So, you know, better to do it early and then not have to worry than to try to do it on the day that everybody's trying to do it. It's my strong suggestion to both of you.
It's good advice.
Even if it feels like you're wasting your vote.
No.
So, yeah, I got it right here.
Oh, does Oregon do mail-in ballots only too? Because Washington only does mail-in ballots. Yep. Or you could drop it off, but same thing.
No, I remember when I was like, I don't know, like 8, 12, something like that. Waiting in the car for my dad to vote, and that was the last time that Oregon did it in person.
Yep.
So it's been like almost 30 years.
Yep. Washington's the same. I think it was 20 years ago, 25 years ago. They went to only. Yeah.
Well, and no evidence of fraud. So.
Yeah, it's been blue ever since.
Yeah.
So no evidence of fraud. I agree. Totally.
No evidence.
Nope. Vote blue no matter who. Anyways, enough about
whether or not it's true.
Yeah, that's actually a better. I like that better. Yeah. Well, I think we all know who's gonna win, and yeah.
It seems likely.
I
But
think so.
also weird things can happen between then and now.
Yeah,
We've probably
that's
still
true.
got a couple of October attempts at surprises. Although there's weird ones that are coming out all the time. There's like the strong suggestion that Kamala is not actually black at all, that she doesn't have any African American ancestry, and that's coming out really strong from a lot of people.
What? No way.
That's crazy. I don't know.
No
if it's true at
way.
all. I don't know, but it's coming out. And then there's the other one that Tim Walz might have been a creepazoid with his kids and the school that he was working in.
Everything I've seen
back in the
that's a
day.
red herring. The Tim Walz thing, everything I've heard is that's a red herring. Like,
Okay, so they're trying to get people to believe it.
yeah,
to get
they're
egg on
trying
their
to get
face?
people. Yep.
Or do
As-
you think
as
that
far-
maybe there's some real bullshit out there and they're trying to put some fake bullshit out so that if real bullshit comes out, the fake bullshit is. I mean, there's also that.
Well,
right?
that sounds likely.
Well, what? Like, let me put it this way: all it is right now is internet rumors, and so, and as far as I'm concerned, it's being presented right now in the nature that other false, it's misinformation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's trying to take people who don't vet stuff and aren't intelligent enough to know better, that they're going to jump on a false narrative, and to try to devalidate their critics.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So we'll
even
jump on it.
Even
Go
if it's fake, getting painted as one of those is not super good, though. Like
Yeah.
it's not beneficial for you, even if it's fake. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's a bad smear.
But at the same time is that like if they successfully plant in that counter narrative and make everybody look dumb for believing it, now you've created they've successfully created the narrative that like, oh, he's got irrational haters, so it's easy to now cast any disagreement off as those people.
Yeah. I don't know if there's enough time for that. Shit moves too fast. Like,
Same. That's like it's too
yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
I don't think anything will come of it necessarily. That would
No.
be my guess. I doubt it will be like that big of an election issue. I
Yeah.
think it's already probably not.
Well, I think the key thing is that it was put out there to try to hook one of the candidates from saying it.
Oh, yeah, that
They
makes
said the
sense.
cats and dogs thing. So
Gotcha.
if they could have done that, then they could have had that be one of the centerpieces as a campaign issue.
Cats and dogs thing
it's
was fucking
hypothetical.
funny though.
Well, yeah, I
is.
mean, we can all make good songs, but
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. That was cool as shit, dude. I don't know. I mean, it's a little piece of it's almost as cool as that one where it's like and it's just Trump dancing and
Oh,
goes through,
dude,
like,
I
the
love that
Shooting
song.
Stars theme.
I fucking
Very
love
cool.
that one. Yeah, that one's so good. Yeah. But
Yeah, some of the memeing is starting to come back. There's some good underground stuff starting to bubble up. I think
oh yeah.
some of the right, like the Nick Fuentes part, is trying to be against the train, but I don't think it's going to work out very well for him.
Nope.
yeah.
I mean, Nick Fuentes is pretty much like a very marginal character anyway, I would say, in American
Yeah.
politics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's up with that guy.
He just likes to be contrarian, and like even if everyone agreed with him all of a sudden, then he'd be like, "Oh well, I don't agree with that anymore," because he just wants fucking attention. Like
He'd
I
be
don't.
like, actually,
That's all I.
He'd be like, actually, I love the Jews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No, 100%. Like his whole thing is just to be fucking controversial, just to be against the grain, blah blah blah.
I mean,
Just
that's all I can tell.
yeah.
About him, but I've barely watched anything with him.
He's not very.
I just see his stuff roll up every once in a while on 4chan, and I see stuff roll up in Twitter nowadays every
Yeah.
once in a while.
He just
The Twitter
just-
shitter.
he found his niche. That's all. Or
Yeah,
what he
he's
thinks.
probably just getting a paycheck from it. That's probably what he's really doing.
Really, yeah. And we'll get his little minions after us if they heard this, because they're fucking. That's the thing, is if you get some people who like, you get like a little group of minions who are loud and vocal and have nothing else going on, then it makes it seem like you're more powerful than you are. But he's the R word. I'm censoring myself. See, the R.
Are you
Yeah.
saying
Oh yeah, that word. Yeah. He's fucking. That's what I'm
He's
trying to say.
fucking okay?
Yeah.
And it
So-
was weird that he was kind of involved with the January 6th shit and nothing happened to him, huh? Kind of weird. One of those few guys that didn't get any kind of blowback.
yeah.
He wasn't in the media a lot. It's kind of crazy.
While being
Yeah.
one of the most controversial people, I don't know.
No, that's, you nailed it. He's put out there to be.
He might be an F word, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
Oh
no, sorry.
yeah, totally.
Oh, you said a Melanie Mac word.
A fetapile.
A fetophile. That's even better. A fetophile. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely a fetophile. Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube's not gonna like any of that shit we just said.
What are you talking about? They don't listen this far in.
This whole
They
video
don't
is
care,
shadow
man.
banned with that shit you just said. Just saying.
What, fetophile? Yeah, that's true.
A fetaphile. I mean, it's funny. Come on.
It is really funny.
It's funny. It's
I mean,
funny.
some
It's-
people like to save their documents as PDF files. So-
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, that's the word.
That's
the
the
PDF.
Twitter thing, man. That's not the YouTube thing. People can talk a little bit freer on YouTube.
Or you
Twitter's
could
an
say-
asshole, though. I did a
Or
song
you could
about
say it like
Aquarius
Cindy
and
Watson.
conspiracy theories that got me.
She calls
Really?
them fans of the playground.
Fans
What?
of the playground. uh, Sydney Watson, a commentator. She's pretty cool. She calls them fans of the playground. That's her word for pedophile. I mean,
Oh, really?
PDF.
Or that's. I mean, she did that in one of her videos.
That's pretty funny. That's good. It's clever.
We call them slow, no window van drivers around
Ah,
here.
yeah. Candy givers.
Candy vans.
Yeah.
Oh, delivery drivers, you're saying?
Yeah.
People like Nick. Sorry.
Wait, what?
Not anymore, motherfucker. Not anymore. Nice try. Nice try, Troy.
Driving
it's not gonna
slow,
happen.
no windows on the
Uh,
van. You
Yeah,
must have shit to drop off.
I do. Or pick up.
Yeah.
Huh? Hello, little. Oh, never mind.
I'd
no.
like to make a deposit.
They're just they're people who belong in wood chippers. That's what it is. But yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, YouTube. Yeah.
Wood
We're talking
chipper
about
kid.
wood. Yeah.
Wood
there you
chipper
go.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Right.
Their pronouns are chunky and salsa.
You should just start the whole podcast over at this
We-
point.
Cut it. Everything's bad. No, that's good. Too bad we're being fucking honest. You know what? YouTube
I'm
can
like half
suck our
serious
dicks.
now.
Yeah. You're like, Troy's like, I don't want to lose my job, so.
I would rather not lose my. Ugh.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching it, Troy. You don't have to worry.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
3 years, when they go
Yes.
back to the early things, then you'll lose your job then. So
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
worry
yeah.
until 3 years
Yeah.
from now.
Yeah.
And then
But
you'll be able to just be like, it's fine. I'm making so much money from the podcast now. I don't have
Yeah.
to worry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the podcast that YouTube is just going to be suppressing with all of our terrible, terrible takes on everything.
That they
Oh,
don't
No,
no,
call
but
this
this
then we
one
get
one.
to
approved.
then we get to go on. What's the other one called?
Stop
Rem-
saying stuff that the government doesn't
Rumble.
like, please.
Then we
Yeah.
get to go on that other one, and we get to be
Rumble.
like, YouTube is trying to take our voice. We need
Yeah, oh, yeah.
large donors to help us to
Yes,
build up our
yes.
brand here, so that we're not
Yes.
silenced
Yes.
by those bastards at
Yeah.
this company. You know,
Yes,
we
yes.
are good people,
being-
and we need your help.
We're being
We
shadow
rebrand.
banned and blah blah blah. Yeah, exactly. Use all the
Shadow
buzzwords.
banned by those
Yeah.
pedophiles.
Pedophiles, they are.
Pedophiles of shit is what they are.
Pedophile piles of shit. Put them in. They're piles of. Okay. Troy's like,
We're
nope,
done.
not having it. Not having it.
He said,
Don't
Troy,
worry.
just leave.
Yeah, he's like, and Troy, YouTube does not go this far into a video. Yep. YouTube
I do
doesn't.
not consent.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, it's all you have to say.
They have AI that runs the whole length. The thing is that the first few seconds is when they're going to automatically demonetize a video if you say a swear word in the first 90
Ah.
seconds, 60 to 90 seconds. But you know, we're not monetized yet, but it's still just one of those things is that like if we say enough of those words, like all this stuff gets auto transcripted. So everything we say that we upload the AI throughout the entire video.
No.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't talk about the Rothschilds, probably. We
The
shouldn't,
Rothschilds.
shouldn't bring up lizards or the Anunnaki. Probably
Yeah.
that'd be dangerous.
Or the Jays. No
What else can we not
Jays.
talk about? Yeah, we
Yeah,
can't
the-
talk about J6. And,
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Or the other
no
J's.
marijuana. Don't talk
9/11
about
was an inside
marijuana.
job.
So was
Building
Martinez.
7 did not kill itself. We don't know.
Mhm.
There's lots of things that we
did
Epstein
my
probably we
penis.
probably shouldn't talk about that. Do we got it all out now?
Don't-
Is
Yeah,
all of it?
cool,
Is there
cool.
more?
Nope. Yep.
Mason's
It's just-
Oh, there's
33rd degree. I
more
don't
we
know.
could talk
Yes,
about.
yes.
Oh, for sure. You haven't talked about COVID-19 and vaccinations yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Or,
yeah, that was
um,
a whole shit show, wasn't it?
Oh
Yeah.
no, they're still censoring information for that.
Oh, fun. That's because
Yeah.
there's too much money involved in that. You know.
Yeah. Oh, and then
Don't-
Google
don't forget to
suppresses
get-
everything. It's like it's crazy how like for those of us who are old enough, like Google in middle school and high school for us was way more accurate and gave you better results, unfiltered results than like now. It's just like it's fucking
sure.
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
They're shitting in their own open mouth. It's very sad, Google.
Oh yeah.
Stop. Get help.
It's like
Yeah.
Get help, Google.
Yeah. Stop it. Get help.
Well,
Stop it.
they
Get
stopped
help.
not being evil.
Yeah.
Well, they did take that away. That is no longer an official. We should probably never believe a corporation when they say that their main goal is to not be evil, just in general.
Yeah. It's kind of a
But Google certainly once they actually took that slogan and did away with it, that's pretty much when they were like, well, you know, we need some marginal levels of evil in this
We need to give ourselves some wiggle room here.
Under
Under promise and over deliver.
And if
Yes.
we can't make the largest amounts of money, why are we even here?
yeah.
You know, that kind of
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. They make.
That was my accountant voice. Yeah.
Oh no, that's perfect. It
Well, they
sounded
helped
very.
make a lot of
Sounded
the
very
drone
J.
technology.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
But how much fun
Hey, you
are
know
we
what?
having?
I'm
Fair
having
amount.
fun,
I'm
dude.
having fun. It's good.
I'm having large amounts. Not even a certain amount, a large amount. Because you know what? We can talk freely and it's more fun and people like that shit.
Yes.
They do. They want real ass. None of
They
this
do.
fake ass.
You know what people also like? To be aware that your thing even exists.
Well, tell people about it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, just tell all your
Like-
coworkers and be like, you should
Yeah.
definitely watch the latest one.
Yeah.
And let me know if that you think that's fireable or not, and then I will get back
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, poor Troy. Okay.
I can never see his face when you're doing this, so I just here you go. Aww.
Oh.
Is it because it went black? Aw, good poor guy.
Well, I mean, you're like this weird like filter. Like you're just like in about like 240p.
Me?
Oh, Mike.
Oh, Mike. Really?
Yeah, Mike
He's,
is. Oh yeah,
What?
he's clear
yeah,
for
Mike
me.
is like. Is he?
It comes in and out, but it's good.
I like to think of myself as more of a 480p kind of person.
Yeah. 480p.
I don't know what that means. Is that one of them? Is that or
That
is it
is.
512?
Hey, no. You got
Okay.
it. You got it.
It's it's resolution.
480 and then 720 and then 1080. Or is it 480? 460? 480? I think it's 480.
Fuck if I know.
Fuck if I know.
I mean, those
yeah.
are the standards, but
Yeah. You can choose.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Oh, we're going to hell. Dude,
So
you know
Why
what?
are we going to hell?
I'm just kidding. Because Jesus doesn't actually, you know what? We're going to heaven because we're telling the goddamn truth. That's why. We're being real ass, we're telling the truth. And
Get him.
fuck Google. fuck Google. Yeah. Love you, Google. Give us money.
Our corporate
I think
tired
Google's
of our
working on that
corporate
too. I
AI
think they're working on a fuck
overlords,
button.
man. I'm tired of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. You know what? Let's
I
do it.
don't-
Let's take
I
a
don't like that
stand.
these companies get to choose like what we get to say. I don't like that these
Yeah.
companies were able to basically silence a bunch of people during COVID. It was bullshit.
Fuck yeah. I
I
agree.
I think we should be able to talk about what we want to talk about.
Yes.
And if people want to watch it, they should be able to watch it. If they don't, they don't. Like that's the actual market. These are not good
Ah.
capitalists. They're communists,
Yes.
but
Preach,
for
brother.
ideas.
Preach, brother. Fuck yeah. They're communist capitalists. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, they're
Greedy.
just looking to fuck you over, keep all the shit for themselves, and run the show. Change
Fuck
your
yeah.
behavior slowly over the course of time.
Yep.
And now is pretty much the only time we can fight them. But we got to get together and use their platforms against them.
Dude.
And that's why we'll get kicked off the platform. Is
Dude.
right there, you know.
Fuck yeah. No, preach. That is some real ass shit. And yeah, you're 100% right. That's the shit that will get us kicked off. They don't care about the other shit. That's just
Yeah,
fluff.
they don't care about that.
Yeah, when you hit the actual fucking truth, they're like, wait a minute, cut it. Yeah, get these fuckers off of here. Yeah, exactly. No, that's the truth, though. Preach. How much Aquarius do you have in your chart? What the fuck?
None.
I know, but that
That's all
was
Scorpio stuff, man. It's all Scorpio
Oh, nice,
stuff.
nice. Okay, I like it.
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
We are kind of hoes. That is a problem with Scorpio. Libra and Scorpio and Sagittarius. Really, all of the fall signs not
Yep.
known for their sexual continence. Really, you know.
Yeah. What is that? Isn't that like a quadrant in the zodiac? It's like the social something quadrant. Yeah.
It's a social quadrant.
Yeah. So makes kind of sense. I mean, you know, can't have sex by yourself. I guess you could, but it's not the same. Yeah. But
It's not the same. They do sell a lot more stuff for it nowadays, as I've noticed.
that's true.
Like back in the day, you would have to go into actual shops. You couldn't just go on the internet and be like, I would like this alien dildo, delivered to me. You had to go in.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
you wanted to get
you had to
that-
go get fucking abducted, act like a fucking cow, and then hope you get pulled up for a mutilation, and then instead of mutilating, they were like, "I'll just mutilate your gut, my penis, my big alien tentacle
Ooh.
penis."
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then
but now they don't have to go through all that thing; they can just order it online.
or at like fucking
Amazon.
drugstores. CVS apparently has dildos now.
they don't have enough tentacle softcore porn. I think that we
Ah.
need more softcore porn that features tentacles. But anyway, back in the day when you went into one of
called
those shops,
SeaWorld.
SeaWorld.
Just go to SeaWorld. You'll see some shit. The place with the animals.
You said soft core.
Go to
Tentacle.
SeaWorld.
Go to
to Sea-
SeaWorld.
Yeah. And watch a dolphin rape. Okay, anyways, let's go.
Dolphin rape. Let's just go all the way. It might as
Yeah,
well. just
every
finish off
word.
strong.
Yes, exactly.
Dolphin rape has to be. I mean, it happens though.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, this is an educational segment. Be careful around dolphins, especially male dolphins.
Yeah.
They're horny and they will
Yeah.
try to penetrate you, and especially if they're feeling horny. And you can't unhornify a dolphin that's after you. So
No, yeah. Trust me, I
be
know.
careful in the ocean.
Yeah.
Don't turn your back on the ocean. Don't turn your back on a dolphin with a boner.
Yeah. And don't let the ocean turn its back on you.
Yes. Also that.
Yes.
That's paradox, but we're gonna figure it out together.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Oh yeah. Oh no, Troy. Are you sharing what I think you're sharing?
Is it dolphin porn? Because I don't
think
want
so.
to see it.
Me
Oh
neither.
God.
I kind of do. I'm curious now. What do you got?
We did just make that educational though, so that's good.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I
not
just
it.
had an important update that the
Okay.
hotel offers guests a giant wine barrel along with wine that they can drink, so they can actually sleep in this area. I just had a very important news break. I thought
That's
could
amazing.
classy things up here. I thought maybe we could go read through the comments over here, and all the wine they can drink. I consider that a personal challenge. Says Jessica Stoltz.
Jessica.
Tammy
That's cool.
Olean.
Yeah. Wow.
Who says that's cool?
That is cool. It is
Ashley.
cool.
Ashley. And look. Camel Bliss says, I'm drinking them. You're right.
Wait, read Ashley's comment.
I hope there's a body who goes by. That's much wine. Ha ha ha.
That is much wine. It's so much wine.
I know.
Even close. I
Hope
close, Poppy.
potty. Yeah. Oh god, dude. Actually, reading Facebook comments is fucking highly entertaining. Like making a
We should do
Martinelli's.
this more
and
often,
I'm in.
Troy.
Yeah.
Anytime that we're getting off track, you just open your Facebook and we will react to things on it. This sounds fun.
That was beautiful. Oh, that was perfect. Oh, I'm glad I know. Now I feel so much better. Yes. I want some wine.
All right.
Beautiful.
Catalina wine
So-
mixer.
So, I had a question.
Yes.
What's a men's fire, and how is it different than
Oh.
some men's fire?
Thank you. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I had a fire the other night. I invited 2 people. Only one person was able to make it, so it was just 2 dudes around a fire.
Nice.
Rubbing
Um,
sticks together.
Sounds straight as
No,
fuck.
I didn't set it. I did not rub sticks together to light it. I actually used paper and kindling
Oh,
and lit it that way, and it was a
yeah.
very good fire.
And the sparks flew.
We had beers together, and we listened to music, and we talked about spirituality. Pretty much, that
Nice.
was the goal.
And fucked. Yeah, no,
It
that's
would have
awesome.
been. I think if the other person had come, it would have been even better.
That's always
Oh,
good.
it's
And
always
we
better
did
when
not-
the other person comes.
We.
You took it out of my mouth. That
I
was
did.
perfect.
I bet you took it out of your mouth.
Never what I tried to do. I
so-
wasn't trying to take it out of your mouth.
Fuck. Okay, fair.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Well, that sounds great. That sounds fucking nice, actually. Yeah.
So how did your
Yeah,
talk
it
on
was very good.
spirituality
I had a
go?
great time. What?
Like, what is he like an astrology person? Is he like an animal animist,
No, he's
like
like a Tai
pagan,
Chi
or
guy.
he's like Tai
energies and chakras.
chakras?
And he's about physically making his body better and doing Tai Chi and stuff. He's a Cancer with a Sag moon. Seems to be pretty open to a lot of different spiritual ideas. I would guess that's my energy with him. He's really nice, total family man trying to start his own business. So
Nice.
we talked about all sorts of stuff, just life. Sometimes it's nice to be around a fire without any estrogen around it, just dudes being dudes around a fire. Kind of like this
No
is,
agenda?
except if there was a fire in the middle of us.
Yeah.
There's
Or-
none of
there
that.
is a fire.
There's none of that.
It's called
There's
passion.
none
None
of
of that.
that.
None of that. None of
But
that.
that's
no.
that's the fire that's between us.
Well, obviously,
Oh.
there's always a fire that's between us, but we leave that unspoken because
also
if you
live
leave
great
it
distances
unspoken, it
from
builds
each other.
this tension that's really nice over the course of time. You can just keep building that romantic tension over the course
Oh,
of
yeah.
time, and then
Called tantra.
makes it easier to get them to do things for you. It's great,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
is what I've heard.
yeah.
That's what I've heard.
yeah. It's it's keeping that energy within you rather than releasing it.
Oh yeah.
So
Very
like
tantric.
yeah, we build it up and we just never release it. We never
Yeah.
release it.
Nope.
Just like when it never gets released, like these episodes, because YouTube's gonna suppress them all.
But we'll call this episode No Nut November. There we go. Yeah, it's perfect.
Speaking of No Nut November, are any of you going to participate in that?
No. But back to what
I liked how
back to,
quick the answer was. That's a good answer.
that's a boring conversation. So I'm gonna just gear back to what I wanted to talk about. So it's just so I
That's a boring conversation.
Yep.
no, I have a segue that I was trying to do, and so it's more important than your segue. So let me do my segue.
Well, get
Um,
on your Segway and ride across the street.
Segue.
So it's about men's group in general, or
Oh.
meeting as men. And I've just been thinking about this as a thought for the last few months. And you mentioned that you had a men's fire, and I was like, okay, sweet. Then let's actually dive into this topic a little bit, because it's like from all I've seen from a lot of men's groups is they end up being a lot of the same containers, a lot of the same activities as women's groups, and so it's just kind of like putting a couple questions out there in sequence of basically what makes a men's group different from a women's group. Is there a difference? And how are those differences accentuated? Is kind of like to get the ball rolling, because it's like, is being in a men's group just at a place where we don't feel that we have to perform? Is that the container that you're trying to build and that space that you're build? Or are you trying to do something about hey, how can we really tap in with that aspect of our humanity that is different from what it is to be, in a female body, and how can we tap into that more okay, if we are more testosterone thing, why don't we do testosterone things,
Wait, like what?
I don't know.
Cornhole, for example.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my favorite men's activities. I used to go out with the guys all the time, right? All of us
Yeah.
have done I'm not talking about this.
What is a cornhole? What the fuck's a cornhole?
You don't know what cornhole is?
No, but
cornhole is
that's a butthole.
game where you
Oh.
throw little bean bags
Oh.
at these like
Oh.
slats, and you're
Okay.
trying to get it into the hole. The bean bags are flying through the air, going in the hole.
The
So
bean
it's a
bags are trying to
physical
go in the hole.
activity.
Yeah. The
Yes.
bean bags are trying to go in the hole.
Yes, you're trying
I
to
understand.
get them in the hole. You're trying to throw
Okay.
them in the hole from the other
The
side.
bean bags. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yes,
Gotcha.
the bean bags. We're
Yes.
talking bean bags. Yeah.
Gotcha. Got it.
right.
But yeah, like that's a great thing for dudes to do.
Nice. Oh,
Can you
it's
see this?
oh, you're being real.
That's like cornhole is a real thing, dude. They're people that play it professionally. Like these guys. They can't make very much money at it, but
Look at how professional that
see?
looks.
That's
Though.
cornhole.
American Cornhole League. Go subscribe to them.
They need more. They
No.
only got
Yeah, I don't
37.
need that up there.
Wow! Holy shit! Delete. Okay, I will edit that because that is entire employee list. That's one way to get fired, Troy. Just throw up your entire employee list on your. I will edit that out. Holy shit! That's the one thing I'm gonna edit out. That's yeah.
we got to remember it. So everybody go like this. Everybody go like this right at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah.
That
this-
way when he's going through,
Edit,
it's going to be
edit,
like, oh my God,
edit,
there's a bunch of hands doing
edit,
stuff. All right.
edit, cut it.
We got
Okay.
it. We got it. We got it.
Thank you.
But-
Appreciate that.
I mean, so what I was thinking is that there's a lot of activities that you could like I guess as I was thinking is that there's like kind of like you could have a masculine retreat where it's like, oh, here we're going to do the things that are like more the hyper masculine thing and they're not like necessarily excluded, but that would be the thing like, oh, we're going to go do a cold plunge and then lift and then we're going to go, like do something like this and then it's like so it's you're mixing the mind and the body and so that you're trying to push the body to the place and trying to like reprioritize your like so it's like you sit down, you do a focus, we get in touch with our feelings, then we go lift some shit, we go run around, do some stuff, we sit down, we eat some food, and then we go do some other thing about focusing activity or whatever, tapping in,
Smoke some
listening.
cigars. Oh, yep.
I mean, it's
That's my
it's
idea.
some- it's a work in progress, but it's the part of like, it's the primary thing that makes us different of being a man or a woman is our body, not our spirit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the things that are more psychologically and emotionally driven, those are the things that make us the most similar between men and women. The main difference of how we experience those is through our body. So it's just like it makes sense that if you're going to do some kind of men or man's retreat, as like a actual retreat, you do something that accentuates those differences in the bodies and the way that men bond, and because men have more vasopressin receptors on average than women do, so that means that like so it's like it's better for us to go there and do some kind of group activities, and that's like we kind of optimize somewhere around like 10 to 12 in the area where we can more or less self-organize and don't need like a hierarchy command structure and that you can just work together as a group, which is also kind of where a lot of sports teams end up being about that number, so it's like so accentuating a lot of like mechanisms of play and because we learn better in play states. So if we can have games and then switch from that play state to an interactive state where we're like, okay, and then, and then be like, okay, well, remember how that made you feel in this way or whatever, process your feelings. Because a lot of the thing that like men need to work on is both being physical, but also listening to our bodies and listening to our emotions as, like primary information sources that help us know who we are and where we need to be, but also that they don't control us, and then one of the things that makes us most masculine is not the ability to do all those things, but really to regulate who we are and our emotional state through all those different extremes. So it's like for us, putting the bravery on that, I'm going to go jump in the warm in the cold water, then I'm going to go get in the sauna, then I'm going to go do some sprints and such like that. Why? Well, just because I'm pushing myself, and I'm pushing myself to the extreme so that I can tap into who I am, in that state, and feeling
Oh,
my
yeah.
body, feeling these changes,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna feel those changes in my body. It's gonna feel good. Can we also build society and
gay. I feel those changes in my butthole.
mm,
Anyway,
I've never
Um,
felt the changes in my butthole. I should probably go get those checked though. I've heard that as you get on in age, you're supposed to, check the changes in your butthole every once in a while, and you're supposed to get like a manual poke at it
Poke.
by a doctor. I guess that makes it not gay. 'Cause it's
yeah,
a doctor,
yeah, just
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
professional.
No, that's not good.
Yeah.
Have you
it's
guys
not
lost your
gay if
fucking
he's a
minds?
professional.
I will castrate all three of you. If you're
Oh,
running.
I've got Amber's gonna castrate all three of us.
I have no idea what's going on.
Are we done? Is that what's going on?
Apparently, no. We got a time warning.
Okay.
Is that
We
is that
just
what
cast
happened?
dog. It was sad.
What's up?
I'm
Yeah.
just confused. She just came in with a threat, and I don't know what's going on. Like it got no.
You're gonna
context.
lose your balls potentially. You
Yeah.
might not have balls in the near
We're having a
future.
man fire. Amber, we're having a man fire. Do you mind? It's only for men. Okay.
That's still gay as fuck.
She said that's gay as fuck. You know what?
Oh,
You wouldn't understand what a man fire
tell her-
is.
just tell her. Wait until she hears the podcast. Or
Wait until you
whatever's
hear
left
the
of it.
podcast. It's super fucking straight. Okay. Man fire. Get it right. Okay. we're good.
least gay man fire ever.
Yeah. Super fucking straight. Just fucking straight
Super
as a
straight, like straight as an arrow.
yeah.
Straight as an arrow.
Yes. Straight as a
Straight and narrow.
Sagittarius.
Straight and
Yeah.
narrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that we had a boss all of a sudden. So
Wait, Troy, we don't have a boss. We don't have a boss.
What the fuck are you talking about? Amber,
God.
I'm the man in the house.
Hi, Amber.
Uh-oh.
I'll kick you.
Oh,
You'll
love
have
it.
to find me
I
first.
love you. I really hope they can't fucking see me.
They can't see you, but they can hear you, I think.
Well,
Are you
look at
naked?
I
that.
can definitely
We
hear
can
her.
hear you.
Seriously?
Oh, she's naked. Put some clothes on, woman.
I will, but I will when we
She's
leave.
barely
Which
out
will
of
be
shot.
soon.
I know.
Wait, you're saying she's naked and you're still on this podcast. This is,
Yeah.
I can't.
It
hear
might
shit
be
that you're
time.
saying.
Well,
Well, we should just call
Naughty
this
girl.
naked woman behind the door, and that's the name of the episode.
naked woman behind the door. That's the name of the episode. Oh, I love you too. I am number one. Thank you. Oh, she's so sweet. She's so great. Isn't she great, guys? I love her. She's the best.
I've always loved Aries Moon women.
Mike complimented your Aries moon. Ah, she's gone. Oh well. She'll
No,
watch
she
it.
is.
Was that a
The
good-
naked
I guess
woman
you
has
did-
been there the entire time,
Mm,
just behind
He's
you,
been
just
listening
behind
to
Nick's
us.
wood.
just
slowly
right
getting
there.
naked,
Yeah,
listening,
just-
waiting.
Oh,
I heard
that's
what you
funny.
said about the 5:30 a.m. sex, and I don't like it. That's what's happening.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
She's
Oh
like,
no.
I'm going to show you how you'll never complain again, and blah, blah, blah. It's going to be some kind of bullshit. Some kind
Hey,
of bullshit's going to happen. I know.
Of course.
He's gonna get halfway through editing this, and he's just like, I'm deleting this.
no. I love this. Has been a great fucking episode.
This
Are
has
you
been the
kidding me?
best podcast we've done so far. It was very
I agree.
Ah,
I
the most
fucking agree.
canceled ever.
Oh, but that makes it entertaining, though. That's the whole point. Like, it's,
And
It's
plus, we
fucking-
can have our whole second act with Rumble or whatever, right? When we get
Yeah.
the most canceled before they even got 100 subscribers. YouTube was already gunning for them. Blah blah blah. I mean, just think
Well,
of all think of all these narratives we can paint. It'll be great.
exactly.
I don't think we're even big enough to even like get famous from being squashed.
Yeah, but no one is. You play it up. Now you make
Yeah.
that your identity. That's what Mike was saying. It makes sense. You like,
Yes.
no one knows.
We
They
just
won't
gotta-
check.
We got to take a page from the book of the lefties and professionally victimize ourselves.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
Well, aren't we doing that already as men expressing our feelings?
Oh, nah.
No, not professionally because we're not making any money from it.
Yeah.
You know.
Expressing.
We're
your
doing that
feelings.
freelance. We're doing that freelance
Yeah.
with no real paychecks from it ever. So
Volunteer work. Yeah.
only pain and suffering.
Yep. Oh yeah. Nah, it's been good. It's been good. Anything else, boys, before we go? Any other thoughts, opinions, prayers?
Excited
Songs.
for Scorpio season to finally be starting.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy that Thotham is almost over. It's been kind of cool having naked people in the group and stuff, but I like that not being a key part of it. So it's good that we're almost out of it. It'll just be like this slow, like an undercurrent instead of like main current. That would be fine with me.
Yeah.
It's been very body positive. Maybe there'll be some body shaming that comes back in around that time. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
Scorpio is very fraught. So I think that this next season is going to be pretty fun. And
Fuck
I think
yeah.
the election is going to be crazy. I think there's going to be crazy shit that happens up to the day and maybe even the day after. We'll see.
Oh fuck yeah. I agree. I mean, we're like 2.5 weeks out, right?
Yeah, it's not that far away, man. We're getting
No.
close.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I know election season's forever that you're almost kind of forget that it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like almost fucking here.
It does
Yeah.
end eventually.
Yeah.
Well, but it's interesting because see, it used to be October surprise, for November voting, but the thing is with all these extended voting periods, haven't they already pulled most of those triggers already?
Probably.
Literally
So
and figuratively, yes.
Yeah. Good one. Got him.
He set
Didn't
me
get
up.
him.
I just took it home.
No, I
yeah.
don't think they
Didn't get
did.
him,
They
actually.
didn't get
Yeah.
him. So-
Ah, fingers crossed they won't. All right. Well, you know
Banter.
what? Yeah. Banter. Fun words. Yay. Guy
Banter.
time.
We banter.
Man
here.
fire. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It's like a men's fire.
Wait, whose
But
turn
less
and why are we
gay.
banning them? Whose turn and why are we banning them?
Banter. Banter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ban turds.
No turds.
You just don't like them dad jokes, I guess.
Nope.
just-
I love
it's-
dad
well, I
jokes.
guess it's also 3 hours later for you, so.
Yeah.
I like dad jokes. when
He's the
they're
only
good.
dad. Yeah. Oh, he's the only dad out of all of us, so his opinion matters more, I guess.
It was a
When it
good
comes
joke.
to dad joke. Yeah.
It was morally right. It was virtuous, and it had good intent behind it.
Oh. It was that
Yes,
it was
that's
that good.
how I always
yeah.
judge when a joke is good. If it's morally right, if it has good intent behind it,
Yeah.
and what was the other? Yeah, those are the things. Those are always what I look for. So you're right.
Yeah.
That should have
Yeah.
gone over better.
Good intentions.
So funny.
I know. See
Yeah.
how that joke worked?
Yeah,
You
okay,
noticed how it
Kamala.
worked?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Perfect. Perfect. All right, Troy,
Oh.
laugh us out. Laugh us out. Goodbye, boys. Oh,
Bye,
it's-
Troy.
Leave me.
you laugh it
Don't
out, and we'll
leave
just
me.
cut off. We'll cut off with you laughing, and it'll just kind of slowly fade out with you laughing like Kamala.
Well, now I'm gonna cry
Oh,
because I don't
Okay,
like
cry
being
us
told
out
what
then.
to do.
oh.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Whine us out then. How
Yeah.
can you whine us out?
Yeah.
Maybe just a
Take on.
Let's all just make a noise. Everyone at the same time make a noise. Okay.
Bye.
Bye, boys. Love you.
Love you guys. Have a good one.
Peace, brothers.